Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Sophia Parola with the Garden State Film Festival, and today I'm interviewing the people behind the making of the music video Heroes. So I'm so happy to be talking to you all today. Congratulations for having your music video in Garden
Woo!
State, everybody.
We did it.
Yes.
Snaps for
Yeah, we
you.
did it.
We got some great energy in this Zoom room right now. I wish we could be in person, but unfortunately we're not, but we're making do. That's all good. I'd love for you all to introduce yourself and the title in this music video. Daniel, let's start off with you.
Sure. Title of the music video is Heroes. It's definitely something that, once you hear it for the first time, it's a tear dropping. It's very emotional. I mean, it's very telling of the times, as well as reflecting on the people that were lost due to police brutality. So I'll let the artist Alvakine or Alvan also open up and also discuss. I mean, Alvakine is the one that wrote the song, and I feel like we should definitely allow him to discuss what he went through emotionally when he was writing that song.
Oh, absolutely. I just love for you, Daniel, just to say your name and your title in this film. What?
Sure. My name is Daniel Alphonse Boulos. I'm a producer, director of photography, and director for the music video. And yeah, owner of All Love Productions.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. And Avon, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, title of the video is Heroes. Unfortunately, it's a thing that we all have to live through and see in past times and today's times. I just love that Alvakine put his lyrics and his thoughts together to put it together, like, and captivate us to the point where I ran to Daniel to put together this video, this concept. They even hit the ground running. They even went to protests in Philly, and it was amazing. And I'm executive producer of it, and it was a great experience.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see this. I did not know the concept.
It was really
I
good.
can't wait to see it. It sounds amazing. Yeah. Please talk to me about writing this song and what the emotions you went through, Anthony, when you were writing this piece, and what it was like performing.
It was Alvakine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your name says Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's his real name. That's cool.
No, I'm sorry. You introduce yourself
reasons.
for everyone, please, and then please take us away with what it was like writing this piece, and I apologize.
Yeah, I had to change that for legal reasons, but I forgot to change it back. But no, definitely. And shout out to Daniel because he shot an amazing video, and shout out to Alvin because he had an amazing concept of what it should be. And I made the song, and we actually had another video that we had just put with snippets of everything. And I kid you not, when I had my girlfriend put everything together while I was working, I had to put it together, and she was literally in tears before the whole thing was done. So we couldn't finish the whole thing because she was tired of seeing it. Because everything that was happening and going on, it put her in an emotional state to where it was really hard to pull it back from. And so that's when I came up with the second verse, because she had seen everything with Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and it put her in a state that it was really terrible. And so we definitely had to make the song on the second verse most definitely to where it was pretty much giving flowers to the people who lost their life on with police brutality.
I think that's amazing. I love when people make art and work out of something so tragic, because not only does it inform everyone who's watching, but that's the beauty of art, is taking pain and taking tragedy and making something beautiful out of it. And it sounds so hopeful. So I commend you for doing that. And I can't imagine having to watch that over and over again, because that sounds like it must have been really hard. But I think that's amazing. You guys made something like that.
And if you mind me saying something, I also really enjoyed and respected the fact that Alvakine took the angle of taking it to where a lot of us as young people, just in general, we look at the military, the police, as our heroes. Like, that's how we was brought up, as them being our heroes, saving us, helping us, fires, whatever. So it was so good to how he flipped it, where you know, they're being the devil's heroes. Like that concept just took my mind away. It just blew me away. So
I love that you mentioned that too. I'd love to ask you guys how you came up. I mean, you wrote this piece, and obviously you knew exactly what you wanted to see, and you went out to protest with it. How did the piece develop when you guys were filming it? Did you know exactly what you wanted? You know, the shots you were going to get, Daniel directing this. I mean, did you know exactly what you were going into, or did it kind of develop as you guys were making this music video?
I mean, I would say as soon as I heard the song, it was like, it was something I was going out right when COVID started, and I was getting a bunch of like protest footage, a lot of the, you know, shutdown footage. And my idea was to get, you know, a video to go along with it. And then the song came, and I was just like, there was protests happening. It was around the time when another Black male had been, you know, assassinated by another police officer for almost no reason at all. So it was like, how do we tie this all together, along with, you know, what the song is saying. So it was almost like I had a treatment in mind. I sent it over to Alphonse, who's the executive producer. You know, he was like, wow, that's on point with what Anthony wanted as far as visually. And then we went, you know, to the protests in Philly, got some protest footage about, you know, there's George Floyd. They were protesting about George Floyd. They were protesting about, you know, Breonna Taylor. There's a lot of, you know, everyone that had been
also, really to interject real quick, like Alphonse said, also the video that him and his girlfriend put together of edited cuts really told the story for us to make it even. I sent that video what Alphonse and his girlfriend put together to the VP of A&R at Atlantic, and he broke down into tears.
Yeah.
So, but I'm sorry, Daniel, but continue.
No, that's great. And then I saw that video too. Actually, that's really where the treatment stemmed from. It was actually the video that they put together, and that's kind of where we put together the entire treatment. And from there, it went to, you know, printing out pictures. I have the set designer on the call as well. She's here. She then went and printed out some pictures for, you know, Breonna Taylor. We had George Floyd. We had a couple other people, as you see in the video when you'll see it. And we just went from there, and it was
Trayvon Martin, and it was amazing. Right. Like the pictures was amazing. That was a very good touch on the whole video.
Right.
Wow, it sounds like all the individual pieces. I can't express how much I can't wait to see this, and I can't wait for people to see this video because it's such an important message, and I just would love to know, what does it mean for you all to have this music video premiere at Garden State Film Festival? What are you hoping that people watching this? What do you hope they?
Honestly, this is amazing because we actually got controversy already with the video. Because, you know, in today's times, you know, you could do Instagram YouTube ads and pay for, you know, to get promotion. And they banned us on YouTube because of our content of the video. So we weren't even able to promote our video or even get like to hire PR companies to, you know, do ad buys, because for some reason, I do not know why, but they will not let, well, we know why, but I just don't understand. They will not let us promote this video on YouTube. So, and that's a hurdle.
Yeah. That is, and I don't understand why they would ban it either. So I can imagine why they would ban it.
So for you guys to give us this light is bigger than you could even imagine.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, and as the artist and the writer, I mean, it must be amazing, sad, I'm sure, to write about this subject and to see it, but it must be an amazing feeling to have it premiered at Garden State and have so many eyes watching it. How does it feel for you as, you know, a musician and an artist to have this such an important issue and such an important subject, so personal, and it's so, I mean, I'm so happy that I think it's great when people are writing music and just art based off of this. So how does it feel to have this premiere at Garden State?
Honestly, I never imagined that it would be a Garden State festival. So that's already like, my mind is blown from that.
Right.
And when I was creating it because of the emotions it made me feel. And to imagine that everybody else was feeling the same way is just amazing to me. And to imagine that Garden State Festival would pick it up is also amazing to me. So it, like, my mind is still in the sky. Like right now, I'm trying to keep it down.
No, keep it up there. Keep it up there. I think it deserves to be up there. I mean, I'm so excited to see this myself, and I'm so excited for everyone else to see this and respond to it. And lastly, I'd love just to ask you guys, why is it? I mean, I know why it's so important, but I would love to hear from you each individually why you think it's so important for people to support the arts and support music and support film and music videos. Why is it so important, especially in the climate that we're in now, not just COVID, but especially while, I mean, police brutality is a huge issue that's going on in the world. It always has been for years. Why is it so important that you think like musicians and artists like you should take the time to not only make art, but people should invest their money if they have it, or just time to support and share this work? Why is it so important? I'd love just to hear from each of you right before we wrap up this interview. Daniel, let's start off with you.
I would just say, I mean, when you hear a song and you're able to, you know, use that as your script and as well as a treatment and like, you know, make a treatment off that. I mean, and to make something that people could watch, you know, even after you've passed away, you can still touch people.
Right.
I think it's very important that you always put together a visual piece to, you know, your song, your track. And with this track in mind, I mean, it was just, there was no way that we were going to make this any different, because it had to be as powerful as it was. And to have it screened at the largest festival in New Jersey and one of the largest festivals in the world is honestly a blessing. And I can't wait to hear the feedback from everyone that has seen it. I mean, I can't even imagine how many people, I don't even know how many people are going to see it, but I know it's going to be in the thousands. And to be able to reach that audience and to see what they're able to do with it afterwards, you know, even after we got shut down by YouTube and all that, I'm just excited to see what happens.
Right.
Me too. And Avon, please, how do you feel about
I'm just feel blessed, and I love that my partner Mayo introduced me to Alvakine, like, out of nowhere, man, because he's so inspirational. He, like, I don't know if you guys see it, I think he's a star. And it was dope to actually work with an artist that had a real message to put out there. And I felt blessed to be able to use my resources to get his message across. So that just was the icing on the cake for me. You know what I'm saying? You know, and just in the developing of people who want to push their messages and their visions forward. And, you know, everybody doesn't have $1 million, you know, to do what they want to do whenever they want to do it. So whenever I can help, especially a young African-American brother, like, push out his dreams, I'm there for it 100% all the time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Those powerful words. Well said. And Alvakine, please. I mean, I'd love to hear from you, the musician, the writer, the artist. Why is it so important for people to put out work during this time and people to invest their time to watch and support work like this?
Well, no, definitely. I'm so happy that I met Daniel and, like, I met Alphonse, because Daniel put together an amazing piece, and, like, I didn't even expect it to be as amazing as it was, to where it's like you pretty much conveyed everything that I was wanting to say. And then for him to be collaborating with Alphonse and Alphonse putting out everything that I actually wanted to put out, it was amazing to me. And it the whole video blew my mind, and I was in it. So it was an amazing feeling. And definitely when writing it and literally feeling like crying, just looking at the clips and everything and seeing what they did with it, I can't do nothing but thank them and appreciate everything they've done, because that's exactly what I want to convey as far as the police brutality and the people, and especially with George Floyd, because that one definitely touched me, like, in a whole nother way, because I know people that know George Floyd personally, and especially with the child, like, just playing with a gun, like that had a whole nother effect on me. And I can't tell you that I didn't cry. I didn't, like, wipe a tear away because like just looking at the news video, it was really really touching to me, and it really touched me in a way that honestly would rather not I'd rather not happen because like it made me feel that way all day, all week, and like I couldn't get it off my head.
Absolutely. No, that was a universal loss. And I especially feel for his family and everyone else who knew him. I mean, and I think, I mean, I can't speak for him at all, but I know that you're doing him justice, and Brianna, and so many lives that should have never been lost in the first place. You're doing them justice with this music video.
Definitely shout out to Mir Rice. Like he was definitely a turning point for me.
Mm-hmm. Thank you again, guys. I mean, I wish I got to see it before our interview, but like as soon as I click off this, I will click on Heroes because I just love the passion and energy I'm feeling in the Zoom room. And also I know it's such an important subject, and I could feel the love you have for the work that you do, and obviously for getting this message out there. And everyone needs to watch this, and let me tell everyone how they can. So we're a hybrid this year, so some will be virtual and some will be in person, and luckily Heroes will be in person, and I'm sure they'll find a way to put it virtual too as well to hit even more people. It will be playing in person at the Berkeley Hotel in the Johnny and June room, Saturday the 27th, 9 p.m. to 11:15 p.m. That film block, there'll be lots of films there, and a lot of people will be able to catch this music video, Heroes, which they really should. Yes, we all do a little dance because it is so amazing. I am so happy you guys got accepted and we had the opportunity to talk to you all today. And thank you again to you all for putting out your artistry and your talents and your love.
Thank you.
It really means a lot.
Thank you for having me. Definitely thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Before we end, I just want to thank Alphonse again and my editor and the set designer. I mean, Alphonse definitely put his foot down at the very end. Go back into the editing room, and then we made it an even powerful piece. So I just want to shout out the editor too, my boy Loon, and Alphonse for also, you know, having his experience in the industry, putting his foot down and making sure that we got a video that was as powerful as it is.
Definitely.
Each one.
Thank you, Alphonse.
So much, guys.
Yo, each one teach one. Let's get it, guys.